Title 5, Congressional Oversight of Intelligence, Section 601, Availability for Public and Certain Intelligent Funding and Information. A. The amounts appropriated each fiscal year not later than 30 days after each end of the fiscal years, beginning with the fiscal year of 2007. Directional and National Intelligence shall disclose to the public and aggregate the amount of funds appropriated with the Congress and National Intelligence Program for each fiscal year. W. The waiver beginning with the fiscal year of 2009. The President may waive the postponed disclosure required for the subsection A for any fiscal year not later than 30 days after the ending of the fiscal year, submitting the Selecting Committee of Intelligence to Senate Permanent Select Committee of Intelligence of the House of Representatives. 1A, a statement is under classified form. Disclosure required in subsection A. The fiscal year will be damaged on national security. And 2, the statement detailing the reason of waiver postponement, which may be submitted in classified form. And C, definition as used in subsection A, or used in this section. The National Intelligence Program has meaning given in the term in the Section 3.6 of the National Security Act of 1947, 50 United States Code 401A. 6. Section 602, Public Interest Declassification Board. The Public Interest Declassification Act of 2050 United States Code 435 is amended, 1, striking the Director of Central Intelligence in each place that the term appears, inserting Director of National Intelligence in Section 704E, and then striking if requested, inserting the following: 1, in general if requested, and B, by adding the end of the following to the authority of the board upon receiving the congressional request described in Section 703B 5, and the board may be conducted review recommendations described in this section regardless whether the review is requested of the President. 3, the reporting recommendations submitted to the President by the board under Section 703B and 5 shall be submitted in the chairman, ranking, and the minority members of the Committee of the Congress that may be requested relating to the recommendation. 15 United States Code 4035 through Section 3, then Section 705, the subsection head, and the striking Director of Central Intelligence, and inserting the Director of National Intelligence and 50 United National Intelligence and 50 United States Code 435 4 in subsection 710, and striking 8 years after the date as filed, as all that files inserting on December 31st 2012. Section 203, Census of the State, regarding the report of 9/11 Commission recommendations with respect to the intelligent reform of congressional intelligent oversight and reform. A, findings in Congress making following findings the National Commission on Terrorism Act upon the United States Code referred to as Section 9/11 Commission conducting a lengthy review of the facts and circumstances relating to the Terrorism Act of September 11, 2001, including the relating of the intelligence community, the law enforcement agency, the role of congressional oversight, and resource allocations, and final report of the 9/11 Commission Act funded by the congressional oversight of the intelligence activities in the United States dysfunctional. B, under the rules of Senate, the House of Representatives, in effect, and committees in Congress charged with an oversight of the intelligence activities lacks the power and influence the sustained capability to meet the daunting challenges faced in the intelligence communities for the understated. As long as such oversight is governed by the rules of the Senate, House of Representatives, the people of the United States will not go at security that they wanted, will not get the security they wanted and need. And D, the strong, stable capability of Congress and committee structure is needed for the intelligence committee in the United States appropriate oversight and support and leadership. And E, the reforms are recommended for 9/11 Commission and its final report will need to succeed in congressional oversight. The Intelligence Committee of the United States is not changed. The 3, the 9/11 Commission recommendations structural changes of the Congress to improve oversight in the intelligence activities. 4, the Congress has been enacted recommendations made by 9/11 Commission in consideration with implementation recommendations of the 9/11 Commission. 5, the state adopted for the Senate resolution of 445 of the 108th Congression is that Congress is to add some of the intelligent oversight of the recommendations of the 9/11 Commission abolishing the terms of limits for their members of selecting the Committee of Intelligence and clarifying the jurisdiction of the intelligence related for the nominations and streamlining procedures for referral to intelligence related legislation by others. Aspects of the 9/11 Commission Act of recommendation regarding the intelligence oversight have not been implemented. B, the sense of state sense of the Senate. In the sense of the Senate, that the Committee of the Homeland Security, the Government Affairs, and the Select Committee of the Intelligence of the Senate of each of the jointly and should, 1, undertake a review of recommendations made in a final report of the 9/11 Commission Act, which should be respectively intelligence reform, congressional intelligence oversight, and reform. 2, review, consider any other suggestions, open recommendations, improving intelligence oversights, and 3, not later than September 2011, submit the Senate. The report includes the recommendation committees and, if any, and for carrying out such reforms. 604, availability for funds of the public interest. Declassification Board, Section 221.067, continuing appropriation resolutions of the 2007 Division B of the Public Law 109 through 289, 120 Stat 1311, as amended by Public Law 109 by 369, 120 Stat 2642, Public Law 109 383, 120 Stat 2678. Public Law 110-5 is amended and adding the end of the following to the new section. The amount of provided by the section of the National Archives Record Administration may obligate monies that necessary to carry out the activities of public interest. And Classification Board, Section 605, availability, executive summary of the report of Central Intelligence Agency accounting availability regarding the Terrorism Act of September 11, 2004. The public availability no later than 30 days after the date of enactment of the Director of Central Intelligence Agency shall prepare and make availability public a version of the executive summary of the report entitled the Office Inspector General Report, Central Intelligence Agency Accountability Regard Finding Conclusions of Joint Inquiry Intelligence and Community Activities before and after the Terrorism Act of September 11, 2001, issued as June 2005, is declassified maximum extent possible, consistent with the National Secretary. 1B, the report of the Congress Director of Central Intelligence Agency shall submit the Congress is classified and annexed to the reacted executive summary made available under subsection A in the example, which explains the reason for reacted material executive summary withheld from the public. Title 7, strengthening efforts to prevent terrorism travel.